Hi there, welcome to English for Everyone. My name's Lisa. Today we're going to talk about common mistakes and how to avoid them. Let's take a closer look. Remember, when you talk about diseases, is not necessary. For example, he has cancer, she has pneumonia, he has diabetes. It's not correct to say he has a cancer. It's not correct. We say he has cancer. Let's practice. Does he have cancer? That's right, he has cancer. Does she have pneumonia? That's right, she has pneumonia. Remember, the letter P is silent. We say pneumonia. She has pneumonia. Good job. Does he have diabetes? That's right, he has diabetes. But remember these two exceptions, the flu, a cold. We have to say the flu. He has the flu. We have to say a cold. She has a cold. Let's practice. Does he have the flu? That's right, he has the flu. Does she have a cold? That's right, she has a cold. I better take my vitamins. I don't want to catch a cold. Good job. And remember, when we talk about symptoms, we have to say a. For example, have a fever, have a headache, have a toothache, have a sore throat, have a stomachache, have a backache. Let's practice. He has the flu. Does he have a fever? That's right, he has a fever. She has a cold. Does she have a headache? That's right, she has a headache. Good job. Does she have a backache? That's right, she has a backache. Does she have a sore throat? That's right, she has a sore throat. Good job. And now let's talk about this word, pain. You can say have a pain or have pain. It's more common to say have pain. For example, he has pain in his shoulder. I don't have pain in my shoulder. Do you have pain in your shoulder? Does he have pain in his shoulder? That's right, he has pain in his shoulder. She has pain in her knee. Do you have pain in your knee? Does she have pain in her knee? That's right, she has pain in her knee. Good job. And now let's review what you just learned. If you're talking about diseases, a is not necessary. He has cancer. She has pneumonia. Remember these two exceptions, the flu, a cold. He has the flu. She has a cold. And remember, when you talk about symptoms, we say have a fever, have a headache, have a backache. And the last word is pain. You can say have a pain or have pain. He has pain in his shoulder. Today we're going to talk about important exceptions. Let's take a closer look. We usually say my shoulder, my eyes, her eyes. Her eyes are blue. My shoulder hurts. But if it's an expression, we say the. For example, if something is a hassle, it's not fun, we say it's a pain in the neck. We don't say my neck, her neck. We say in the neck. It's a pain in the neck. Or, I think he's lying, and that's why he's looking down. I tell him, look me in the eye. It's an expression. And that's why we say, look me in the eye. And here we have another expression, on the nose. Exactly. His prediction was right on the nose. He said it was going to happen, and his prediction was right on the nose. He was right. And if someone did a good job, you can say, he deserves a pat on the back. It's an expression. We say, a pat on the back. He deserves a pat on the back. And here we have another situation. If you kick someone, if you punch someone, if you hit someone, we say, he kicked him in the stomach. He punched him in the face. Let's practice. My eyes are brown. What about your eyes? He did a great job. Does he deserve a pat on the back? That's right. He deserves a pat on the back. Good job. Did he kick him in the stomach? That's right. He kicked him in the stomach. Good job. Today we're going to learn how to use this word correctly. Let's get started. Sometimes we say, I have a family. I have a big family. And sometimes we say, I have family in Dallas. I don't have family in New York. What's the difference? If you're talking about one family, we say, I have a family. I have a big family. I have a big family. Do you have a big family? Good job.
Now, I'm from a family of 8 kids.
I want to start a family and raise my kids here.
You don't have a family.
Look, Cy, I've got a family.
Cozy. Yes, very cozy for a family.
I always wanted a big family.
So remember, if you're talking about one family, we say, I have a family. I have a big family. But if you're talking about family members, relatives, we say, I have family in Dallas. It means I have relatives in Dallas. I have family members in Dallas. I have family in Dallas. I don't have family in New York. Do you have family in Dallas? Good job.
Do you have family nearby?
People here, Mohawks, settlers, have family out there.
I'm often surrounded by family and friends.
And one more thing. If someone asks you, how's your family? You respond, they're good. We don't say it is good. We say they're good. In English, when we talk about our school, a store, an organization, we say they. For example, this is a store. They sell clothes here. This is a school. They teach English here. How's your family? They're good.
But for now, I've got a family here in this world, and I've got to keep them safe.
So remember, I have a big family. I have family in Dallas. I don't have family in New York. How's your family? They're good. Today we're going to talk about important exceptions. Let's take a closer look. Surgery. We say have surgery. I need surgery. He needs surgery. He's gonna have surgery. We don't say have a surgery. We say have surgery. A is not necessary. But we can use this word in a plural form. For example, the doctor has performed many surgeries. So remember, we say have surgery. He's gonna have surgery. Or the doctor has performed many surgeries. But sometimes you might hear a surgery. It's not very common. If you want to emphasize that it was one surgery, we can say a. 10 years ago, he had a surgery. And we also use a when you want to describe it. For example, it is a complicated surgery. It was a complicated surgery. In this case, we say a. So remember, we usually say have surgery. He's gonna have surgery. Or the doctor has performed many surgeries. If you want to describe it, we say it was a complicated surgery. And you might hear he had a surgery 10 years ago. It's not very common, but you might hear it. Suicide is a tricky word. Let's talk about it. We don't say do suicide or make suicide. We say commit suicide. And remember, we don't say a. commit a suicide is not correct. We say commit suicide. And what about suicides? Can you say suicides? Yes, we can use this word in the plural form, suicides. For example, many suicides were reported last year. Today we're going to talk about a very important exception. You can say, it's a line. It's a long line. So if you describe one thing, we say, it's a long line. Or you can say, the line is long. We say the line because we're talking about this line. The line is long. But if you want to say, be in line, wait in line, stand in line, the is not necessary. Let's look at some examples. I don't like to wait in line. Do you like to wait in line? Good job. Last week we had to stand in line for 2 hours. Did you have to stand in line for 2 hours last week? Good job. And if you see someone and you're not sure if they are in line, you can say, are you in line? Yes, I'm in line. Or, no, I'm not in line. Go ahead. So remember these important exceptions. Stand in line, be in line, wait in line. Today we're going to talk about important exceptions. Let's take a closer look. Let's look at the first exception. Have breakfast, have lunch, have dinner. We don't say have a dinner. We say have dinner. Have breakfast, have lunch, have dinner. A is not necessary. I usually have breakfast at 7. But if you want to describe it, you say, have a big breakfast, have a small breakfast. It was his birthday. They had a special lunch. Let's practice. Did they have a special lunch? That's right. They had a special lunch. Good job. So remember, have breakfast, but have a big breakfast. Hi there, welcome to English for Everyone. My name's Lisa. When I drive on the highway, I have to change lanes. That's right, we say change lanes. It's not correct to say change the lane or change the lanes. We say change lanes. Let's look at some examples. I always look over my shoulder to check my blind spot when I change lanes. Do you look over your shoulder to check your blind spot when you change lanes? That's right. I always look over my shoulder to check my blind spot when I change lanes. Good job. I always check my side mirrors when I change lanes. Do you check your side mirrors when you change lanes? That's right. I always check my side mirrors when I change lanes. Good job. So remember, we always say change lanes.
Today we're going to learn to avoid some common mistakes. So let's get started. First, we all know the rule about countable nouns. Before a consonant, we use a, pronounced a. Example, a house, a car. And before a vowel or a vowel sound, we use an, pronounced un. Example, an orange, an apple. But unfortunately, it's not that simple. There are some exceptions we need to take a look at. Let's get started. The first exception is the letter U. The letter U has a short sound, Example, umbrella. Is a vowel sound, so we say an, pronounced an umbrella. An umbrella. This is an umbrella. But if I use the long U sound, example, uniform, U phonetically starts with a consonant sound, like in yellow, U, uniform. So we cannot say an uniform. We have to say a uniform. He's wearing a uniform. Other examples with the long U sound, unicorn, a unicorn. Or university, a university. So remember, if a word starts with a long U, phonetically, that's a consonant sound, so we say a uniform, a unicorn, a university. Our next exception is this word. This is spelled with an O, which is a vowel, but the word is pronounced one. One. W is a consonant sound. So phonetically, the first sound is a consonant sound. One. So, a 1 hour meeting. It's not correct to say an one, it's a one. A 1 hour meeting. They're having a 1 hour meeting. The meeting's going to last 1 hour. So it's a 1 hour meeting. Our next exception is the silent H. If the H is silent, then phonetically it starts with a vowel. So we do not say a hour. It's an hour. An hour. Because the H is silent. It starts with a vowel sound. An hour. Other examples, an honest person. The H is silent with honest, so it's an, pronounced an honest person. He looks like an honest person. The word honor has a silent H, so we say an honor. It's an honor to meet you. And the word herb. Herb and herbal both have a silent H, so it's an herb salad. This is an herb salad. So remember the rule, but also remember these important exceptions, so you will avoid mistakes and sound more natural when speaking. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, subscribe to our channel. And if you want to become a member, click the join button, and we'll see you next time.